Every action has a reaction. From impact to consequence, today's lesson explores words that explain cause and effect. With definitions, practical examples, and engaging images, let's master the language of connections and results. Antecedent as adjective. Existing or occurring before in time or sequence. Preceding in time or order, prior, earlier. The antecedent events led to the outbreak of war. The antecedent conditions were crucial in determining the outcome. The antecedent generation laid the groundwork for technological advancements. The antecedent chapters provide background information for the rest of the novel. The antecedent data suggests a correlation between the variables. Relationship is noun, the way in which two or more people or groups regard and behave toward each other. The way in which two or more people or things are connected or the state of being connected. The relationship between supply and demand influences market prices. The relationship between diet and health is well documented. Family relationships can be complex, but are often central to one's well-being. Strong relationships are built on trust, respect, and communication. The teacher-student relationship is crucial for effective learning. Correlation as noun, a mutual relationship or connection between two or more things. The degree to which two or more variables change together. There is a positive correlation between exercise and overall health. Economic data suggests a correlation between unemployment rates and consumer spending. The study aimed to determine the correlation between diet and heart disease. Researchers analyzed the correlation between student performance and attendance. Studies have shown a strong correlation between smoking and lung cancer. Influence as noun, the capacity to have an effect on the character, development, or behavior of someone or something. The power to shape opinions or behavior through persuasion, authority, or example. Her parents' strong influence guided her career choices from an early age, shaping her aspirations and goals. Peer influence can have a profound impact on adolescent behavior and choices. Parents have a significant influence on their children's upbringing and values. The cultural influences of immigration enrich societies with diverse perspectives and traditions. His mentor's influence helped shape his career path and professional development. Determinant as adjective, decisive or influential in determining something, having the power or tendency to determine or influence outcomes. Environmental factors are determinant in shaping ecosystems and biodiversity. Access to education is a determinant factor in social mobility. Economic stability is a determinant factor in attracting foreign investment. Proper nutrition is a determinant factor in overall health and well-being. Social support networks can be determinant in individuals' ability to cope with stress. Determinant as noun, a factor or circumstance that influences or determines the outcome of something. In mathematics, a scalar value derived from a matrix that represents certain properties of the matrix. Socioeconomic status is often cited as a determinant of health outcomes. Genetics play a significant role as determinants of individual traits and characteristics. The availability of natural resources is a key determinant of economic development. In linear algebra, the determinant of a matrix can provide information about its invertibility and solution space. Climate change is a complex issue influenced by various determinants, including human activity and natural processes. Ramification as noun, a complex or unwelcome consequence of an action or event. a subdivision of a complex structure or process perceived as comparable to a branch of a tree. His resignation had far-reaching ramifications for the company's future. The decision to expand the business had numerous legal and financial ramifications. The new law had unforeseen ramifications that affected various industries. The ramifications of the global pandemic are still being felt in economies worldwide. Environmental pollution has serious ramifications for public health and ecosystems. Sequela as noun. A pathological condition or disorder that arises as a consequence of a previous disease, injury, or medical treatment. Any result or consequence that follows a particular event, action, or circumstance. Chronic pain was a sequela of the injury he sustained in the accident. The sequela of untreated diabetes can include nerve damage and vision loss. Social isolation and depression can be sequela of prolonged unemployment. The financial sequela of the recession affected many households for years. Some patients may experience cognitive sequela following a traumatic brain injury. Catalyst is noun. A person or thing that precipitates or stimulates a particular event or process. Something or someone that causes or speeds up a change, action, or event. The Internet acted as a catalyst for the rapid dissemination of information. The invention of the printing press was a catalyst for the spread of knowledge and the Renaissance. The protests served as a catalyst for social change, leading to widespread reforms. The introduction of smartphones was a catalyst for the transformation of the telecommunications industry. The scientific breakthrough acted as a catalyst for advancements in medical research and treatments. Implication as noun. The act of implying or suggesting something indirectly, insinuation or inference. The conclusion or logical consequence that can be drawn from something, often without being explicitly stated. The statement had profound implications for the future of the company. The mayor's decision to resign had political implications that reverberated throughout the city. The implications of the new law were not fully understood until its effects began to unfold. The implications of climate change for future generations are a cause for concern among scientists and policymakers. Her silence on the matter carried significant implications, leaving everyone to speculate about her motives. Aftermath is noun. The consequences or results of a significant event, especially a disastrous one. The period following a significant event, often marked by recovery or cleanup efforts. The aftermath of the hurricane left widespread destruction and displacement of families. The company faced legal and financial repercussions in the aftermath of the scandal. In the aftermath of the economic recession, many people struggled to find employment. The community came together in the aftermath of the tragedy to offer support and comfort to those affected. The aftermath of the war resulted in significant changes to the geopolitical landscape of the region. Precursor as noun. An ancestor or predecessor. A person, thing, or event that foreshadows or paves the way for something else to follow. Something that precedes or comes before another thing, often serving as an indication or sign of future developments. The Wright brothers' experiments with gliders were precursors to the invention of powered flight. The economic recession served as a precursor to widespread social and political unrest in the region. The steam engine was a precursor to modern industrial machinery, revolutionizing transportation and manufacturing. The discovery of fossilized footprints was a precursor to the identification of a previously unknown dinosaur species. Early forms of writing, such as cuneiform and hieroglyphics, were precursors to the development of alphabetic writing systems. Causality is noun. The relationship between cause and effect. The principle that everything has a cause. The study or concept of causation. The analysis of the causes of events or phenomena. The scientists proposed a theory of causality to explain the observed patterns in the data. In philosophy, the concept of causality has been debated for centuries, with various schools of thought offering different perspectives. The investigation aimed to determine the causality behind the recent increase in pollution levels. Understanding causality is essential for making informed decisions and predicting future outcomes. The study found a correlation between smoking and lung cancer, but could not establish causality. Result as noun. A consequence, effect, or outcome of something. The outcome of a competition or process. The success of the project was a result of careful planning and hard work. The test scores are a direct result of the students' effort and preparation. The team's victory was the result of months of rigorous training. As a result of the accident, traffic was backed up for miles. One possible result of climate change is an increase in extreme weather events. Influence as verb. To exert power to shape opinions, behavior, or outcomes. To have an effect on the character, development, or behavior of someone or something. Her parents' values and beliefs influenced her decision to pursue a career in medicine. Environmental factors can influence the development of certain health conditions. Political leaders often seek to influence public opinion through persuasive speeches and campaigns. Social media influencers can influence thousands of followers with their recommendations and endorsements. The teacher's encouragement and support influence the students to excel academically. Antecedent as noun. A thing or event that existed before or logically precedes another. A word, phrase, or clause referred to by a pronoun or other substitute. The Treaty of Versailles was an antecedent to the outbreak of World War II. The economic recession had several antecedents, including irresponsible lending practices and deregulation. The artist's early works serve as antecedents to his later, more famous paintings. The discovery of fossilized remains provides insight into the antecedents of modern-day species. In the sentence, John lost his wallet, John is the antecedent of the pronoun his. Impact as verb. To collide with something forcefully. To have a strong and usually negative effect on something or someone. The company's unethical practices impacted its reputation and sales. The environmental crisis is impacting ecosystems and wildlife around the world. The car accident impacted the lives of the people involved and their families. The decision to cut funding for the program will impact its ability to serve the community. The new technology has the potential to impact the way we live and work. Outcome is noun. The final result, consequence, or effect of an action, event, decision, process, or series of events. The end or conclusion reached as a result of something. The predicted or anticipated result or consequence of a particular course of action or situation. The expected outcome based on factors such as probability, analysis, or judgment. The surgeon explained the potential outcomes and risks of the medical procedure to the patient. The outcome of the experiment confirmed the hypothesis proposed by the researchers. Despite their best efforts, the team was disappointed by the unfavorable outcome of the game. The successful outcome of the negotiation was a mutually beneficial agreement for both parties. The outcome of the election will determine the future direction of the country's policies and leadership. Impact is noun. A significant or major influence or effect. The force or energy of a collision between two objects. The artist's work had a profound impact on the art world and inspired a new movement. The mentor's guidance had a lasting impact on the student's career. The social media campaign had a significant impact on public opinion about the issue. The impact of the earthquake was felt throughout the region, causing widespread damage. The policy change had a positive impact on the company's bottom line. Result as verb. To bring about as a consequence. To produce. To occur or follow as the consequence of something. Lack of proper maintenance resulted in the equipment malfunctioning. Cutting corners during construction often results in compromised structural integrity. The company's decision to invest in new technology resulted in increased productivity. The change in policy resulted from feedback received during the consultation period. His reckless behavior resulted in serious injury. Consequences noun. A result or effect of a particular action or decision. An outcome or end product of a particular process. The company had to face the consequences of its poor decision-making and lost profits. The environmental consequences of pollution can be devastating to wildlife and human health. One consequence of not wearing sunscreen is getting a sunburn. The consequence of procrastinating on the project was having to stay up all night to finish it. The consequence of breaking the law is going to jail. Level up your English. Master vocabulary, idioms, and phrasal verbs with fun quizzes. Translate meanings into 104 languages. Download now. Link in the description. Please like and subscribe to our channel.